Welcome in. Gavin Dawson here with your morning briefing on 1053thefan.com. Hope you're having a great morning. We have some excellent content on tap for you every day on 1053 The Fan. Let's get into it. How about Robert Quinn? He is visiting the Saints today, and I think that is worst-case scenario for your Dallas Cowboys if he does go to New Orleans. Now, you don't have much of a safety net as far as pass rush. DeMarcus Lawrence contract situation continues to hang in the balance. The Cowboys would love to have some leverage with Tank, like, hey, you can do this deal, but if not, I guess we'll take the $20 million in cap space, and we have a 9.5, 10 sack guy right here. Tank was at 10.5 sacks last season coming off that strong side. Robert Quinn, though, a really good pass rusher, had 19.5 sacks back in 2014 with the Rams. Since then has been around 9 or 10 sacks per year, but he gives the Cowboys, I believe, the ability to be real strong in pass rush if you get him in and Tank. But if not, maybe you just have Quinn and you can tell Tank, listen, we would really like to do a deal with you, but we don't have to. Now, if you don't get either guy, though, if Tank walks and you don't trade for Robert Quinn, now you're looking at a potential nightmare scenario where just like 2014, just like 2016, you could win 12, 13 games in the regular season, get to the postseason, though, find an evasive quarterback in your matchup like Aaron Rodgers, like Russell Wilson, and you know what's going to happen. With 4 or 5, a minute and a half left, it doesn't matter. In the fourth quarter of games, we've seen exactly what happened. I mean, in 2014, it was all about the catch. The Packers get the ball back. They drive downfield for 4.5 minutes, picking up key first down after key first down, sometimes even on third and long because you did not have a pass rush. So we'll be watching the Robert Quinn story today in New Orleans. Obviously, the dream come true would be Tank and Quinn bookend pass rushers wreaking havoc. Now, George Iloka, he does sign with the Cowboys in the offseason, formerly of the Bengals. You remember him there. And then the Vikings last year. When it comes to Iloka, not a ton of big playmaking going on in his career, but I tell you what, a thing I really like checking out some of this film on him over the last couple of years, he is the definition of the word safety. He's not going to take big risks. He has gap integrity. He's going to figure out who has the ball, and then boom, we're going to go get him and make a very sure tackle, a big, strong safety, a box safety, if you will, and I think you can prepare yourself to be thinking about what happened in the Rams game there late, what happened in the Colts game as we go back to week 12 or week 13, as when that Cowboys defensive run is confused or blocked up well, all hell broke loose. Now, at least instead of Jeff Heath, it'll be George Iloka coming forward and I think making very sure tackles. And instead of giving up 12 to 15 yards, maybe we can keep it to 6 or 8 when the front does not do the job. Mavs get the win over Golden State Saturday. That was awesome. Hopefully this is not the tail end of Dirk's career that we're watching, but if it is, he is going out like a champion with the game of the season Saturday night as the Warriors just looked horrible. The defending champs against the Mavs getting the job done, and that's the kind of show I want to see Dirk keep on putting. And I think he's proving now this year that he is not a shadow of himself, a horrible version of himself. He's actually a guy that I think could play another year and be productive. Maybe not as a starter, and maybe not even as one of the best players, but if he wants to stick around and be part of the rotation, very solid part of the rotation, maybe once every couple of weeks, once a month or so, you get a vintage Dirk Nowitzki performance like that. I absolutely love it. Gronk retiring. We're going to talk about that today. And listen, I have an issue, and I do with the with the goodbye that I see so far he's getting. We're not even 24 hours into it, but I swear I turned on national TV this morning, and there was a guy saying, here's my memory of Gronk. Here's what sticks out to me, and it's him shaving his head for pediatric cancer. And I think that is an awesome, awesome cause. But to ignore all of the really less than ideal ways that Gronk was a leader, to ignore the less than ideal ways that Gronk was an example for the kids. And those are things that become incredibly important when we're talking about some players. For some reason, though, Gronk is getting a pass, and it's just another example of what I believe is hypocrisy in sports, and I just don't like seeing it. The Nation is 10 to 3 weekdays on 105.3 The Fan, and we'd love to have you check us out there, the radio.com app, or right here at 105.3thefan.com.